Ladies and gentlemen, and Pokemon fans of the world, Crasher Chase is back, and allow me to introduce to you another Pokemon X and Y analysis video featuring Vivillon. And with this, I'm going to be going over things like its typing, abilities, and stats, and a set that I have for you. So let's go. So with Vivillon, it sports the interesting typing of Bug and Flying, which, as I said, it's interesting, and it provides some pretty decent offenses, but you are completely hampered by your 4 times weakness to Stealth Rocks, which kind of sucks. Now, as for its abilities, it gets 3 of them, 2 of which are exclusive in-game, that being Shield Dust and Compound Eyes. Shield Dust prevents secondary effects from moves occurring, so say if your opponent was to use something like Iron Head or Air Slash, while those moves have a secondary effect of flinching, this ability basically nullifies that, so you'd be taking damage but would not have to be flinched or anything like that, so that's pretty cool. However, Compound Eyes, being a very, very superior ability, raises the accuracy of your moves by 30%. Oh yeah. Like I can see where this is going here. As for its ability, Friend Guard, the hidden ability I should say, it's completely useless in singles battles. However, in doubles and triple battles, it provides a use. That being your allied Pokemon has their damage reduced by, I believe, 25%. I do not want anyone to quote me on this because I'm not entirely sure if it's 25% or maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. I heard from somewhere that it was 25%. As for the HP, it has 80 HP, which isn't bad. Its attack is abysmal at 52. Its defenses are lackluster, being at 50 for defense and special defense. But as for its special attack, it's at a nice base 90, and its speed is at a pretty good 89. So we can make use of this. I mean, while it's not going to be voted as Tank of the Year, definitely not. Uh, this cute little butterfly can definitely surprise you and prove to be quite the annoyance, actually. So with that, I'm going to be going over a set idea that I have for you. So with this set here, we're going to be making Vivillon as much of a sweeper as possible. The nature we're going to be giving it, you can either go with Modest to increase its special attack, or Timid to increase its speed. Whichever you prefer, again, doesn't matter. As for the ability, we're going to be going with Compound Eyes because what this is, again, increases your accuracy percentage by 30%, which is very good considering the move set that I have for you. Now, the item for choice, I have a few here. You can go with Focus Sash to help it so that it will not be knocked out in one hit. But if you don't care about it potentially being knocked out in one hit and it being frail, you can go with Life Orb for added power, or you can go with Leftovers for added survivability. As for the EV spread, 4 are going to go into HP, 252 into special attack, and 252 into speed. As for the move set, this Pokemon gets Quiver Dance, which increases its special attack, special defense, and speed. What? Oh man, that's just so good. And this move is exclusive to very few Pokemon, so Vivillon is very fortunate to have a move like this. The next move we have is known as Sleep Powder, and with the Compound Eyes boost, you have, I think, a perfect Sleep Powder. I think we're probably about, I'd say 97, 98% accurate, which is next to perfect. It's basically uh, this version of Spore. And the 2 moves are its stab moves, being Bug Buzz, which is very strong, and Hurricane being even stronger, and thanks to the Compound Eyes boost, it's more accurate. and I believe the accuracy now is 91% as opposed to it just being 70%. Now, some moves to consider. You can go with Energy Ball to replace either Sleep Powder, Bug Buzz, or Hurricane, depending on what purpose you want Vivillon to fill. If you want him to have more coverage, or if you're targeting a certain Pokemon, Psychic being another possibility to have a fighting chance against poison types, namely Toxicroak, which happens to be 4 times weak to Psychic. And the last move to consider is Hidden Power. Now you can either go with Hidden Power Ground or Hidden Power Fighting to hit Steel types, which otherwise would take hits with ease from any of these offensive moves. Now, this is the only set that I have for you here, and I do not want you to think that just because there is one set for Vivillon, I don't want you to think that it's a bad Pokemon. It's not a bad Pokemon by any means. It just means that this here is its primary role. It's meant to put something to sleep, set up, and proceed to sweep. That's a pretty cut and dry yet effective purpose. And that's all that I have to say for this set, this Pokemon, and this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I also want to apologize for not uploading anything yesterday. I was asleep all day because I had to work a night shift, which I am now off, and I am making this video before I go to sleep and wake back up for yet another night shift. So I hope you enjoy regardless, and I will be making as many uploads as I possibly can. This is Crasher Chase signing off. Have a good day, guys. Or that's what I'd usually be saying if I had nothing else to say. But I need to give this Pokemon a very special mention, for it gets a move that is exclusive to Vivillon only, known as Powder. And I find this to be a very funny move because what this is it's basically a move that spreads powder on your opponents, and if your opponent was to use a fire type move, the powder would actually explode and cause your opponent damage. So you can throw that in as well if you want, like just for shits and giggles. It's a little bit gimmicky and takes a lot of prediction to pull off, but if you pull this off, not only is it effective, but it's hilarious watching your opponent explode after trying to take you out with a fire type move. Yes, I am now finished with this video, so now I truthfully say take care, see you next upload. Crasher Chase is signing off.